just period. It's everything. It's the rhythm. Just feel off rhythm the last few 3-4 games.
He does a remarkable job of taking care of his body and getting recovery. I don't know. I don't know that's in the best interest of him and us if he does that.
That's a goal, but we'll see. But it's something I ain't discussing right now.
Okay, so LeBron kept his double-figure streak intact scoring-wise, but he's really struggled with the shot over the last 10 days or so. He missed his last 19 three-pointers, and that's his longest streak of misses from deep since his rookie season, and that was all the way back in 2003. Richard, you played alongside LeBron. You won a championship with LeBron. This is just uncharacteristic, what we're seeing from him. This is one of the worst shooting stretches we've seen in his career. Is there enough left in the tank for him to keep carrying this Lakers team?
Well, he's not supposed to be carrying this team, and there's a lot of statistics that are going around showing the usage rate of Anthony Davis during the early 10-4 stretch, and then the usage rate of LeBron. They've kind of flip-flopped during this stretch. But when I look at LeBron, you look at the start of the season, he was in full defer mode. You look at the amount of triple-doubles that he was hitting, a career-high consecutive triple-doubles. So we have that, and then a couple weeks later, we have an individual that is struggling to shoot because the usage rate is so high. If you're talking about, and really the only person that you can compare it to at this point in time is Kareem. When Kareem was at this age, he had Magic Johnson, he had James Worthy, he had Byron Scott. He had a much more talented team around him. LeBron James needs help. That is the end of it. Does he need to take a break? Yes, he needs to take a break, but I think more so to extend his longevity, to extend his greatness to a potential run, he can't be doing this much this early in the season.
That's my question, right? Should he be playing all 82 games?
Hell no. Hell no. Absolutely not, under no circumstance. He's also coming off an Olympics where he was the best, most important player. Maybe not the highest scorer, but we know his importance to that squad. So he comes off a grueling USA schedule into a season where he starts playing every single game and not taking a break. That is going to wear out the best of players, let alone one that is 39, about to turn 40.
Kendrick Perkins is here with us as well.
Finally.
Perk, you played alongside LeBron. Well, what do you think? Should he be playing? Should he be taking on this load of 82 games?
Well, first of all, hey, Malika. Hey, Richard. Nice to see you guys. Okay, I miss y'all. Yeah, good afternoon. And hell no, he shouldn't have been playing. He shouldn't have played last night. But guess what? They had no choice but to play him because they don't have the personnel around him and Anthony Davis to help them win games. So he has to have the ball in his hands. He has to be the point guard of this team. That's why he's leading this team in assists and being a playmaker, because who can you trust? You damn sure can't trust casual D'Angelo Russell to be the decision maker. We don't know what Austin Reeves is going to do on a night-to-night basis. At the end of the day, this comes down to Rob Pelinka in the front office. You see Anthony Davis is giving you MVP level play. You see LeBron James is emptying out the tank for you right now. What are you going to do to make sure they have the pieces? You know you need to improve at the center position. You know you need to improve around the perimeter, especially defensively. Hell, J.J. Redick said it himself after an interview. We don't have the personnel. I would like for guys to pick up 94 feet, but we just don't have that in our locker room.
Perk.
Message, does it hit Rob Pelinka? I'm just asking.
No, Perk, I'm with you. My thing, especially when we're looking at this, this is when you take them for granted. You take them for granted because you're like, oh, we can always count on 25 a night. We can always count on this. So we'll figure it out because we can count on that. Well, for maybe the first time, he's doing a little bit too much. Bron can handle this. This is a slump. But if he took one day off, one game off here, now you get 7-8 days, and now it gets to accumulate. But you're asking too much of an individual at this point in time.
Well, look, LeBron owes us nothing in terms of an explanation as to, but you start to ask why. Okay, why
he's a stubborn
why
knucklehead.
Why does he want to play these 82 games?
Because he wants to be crazy. He's crazy. He's stubborn. That's part of what makes him him. He's like, I'm going to go play 82.
Go ahead, Kendrick.
No, but Malika, you asking a real, this is a great question. Why is he doing it? You know why? Because for the first time, I feel like LeBron feels like he owes this organization, right? No matter how they try to disguise it or downplay it, We know that J.J. Redick was LeBron high, okay? We know that. Everything that goes on in the LeBron James ran organization, he has his hands in it, and that's okay. We also know that the Lakers drafted Bronny James and signed him to 4 years at a second-round pick, guaranteed money. So LeBron James is saying, you know what? If y'all got my back and gonna let me call some shots and y'all gonna listen to me, I'm gonna give y'all my all. Now, in exchange, can the Lakers do the same? So I really feel that way.
Well,
I feel like Bron feel like he owes the Lakers.
And I disagree. I feel like as a guy that's already won a championship and a Finals MVP, I'm expressing my point is that J.J. Redick was just on record saying we don't think that this is in the best interest of the Lakers for LeBron to try and hit all 82. He's saying that. So to say that he's playing all 82 because, hey, you got me, JJ, thank you, let me go play. Nah, I'm disagreeing.
I just have to wonder.
That's how JJ feel.
I just have to wonder if we're going to see this change in the next couple of days, right? Because there is right now JJ saying, okay, I'm not sure whether or not this is in the best course of action for the team moving forward. And I would imagine if I'm turning 40 years old this month, I've played basketball this long and incredible career, it starts to creep into your brain. Is this a slump? Or is this a new reality that I'm needing to fight through? And he's going to want to fight through that. So let's just see and keep an eye on how that you're making a face.
Oh, it's not a slump. It's just he needs to take a break.
So time to bring back our aficionado of all things big in basketball, Kendrick Perkins. Because, Perk, I understand that you see a big man ballin' in Victor Wembanyama.
Well, how can we miss him? He's 7'5". We all see him. And he's been doing it in great fashion. Right, a mixture of in and out basketball, and here's a few clips to show it, right? Here's the thing, making it simple at first, little quick dribble handoff with CP, wants to go to the post, relocates to the three, and this is when the Kevin Durant comes in. Look at the step back, look at the separation at 7'5" to knock down the tray ball. This is what I've been begging for on this play. Look at the post position. He wants it, he demands it, and this is the great thing about Victor. Being 7'5", he attracts so much attention. Look at him seeing over the double team to make a perfect pass for a knockdown three-point shot. And look, here's another one. This is what he do defensively. 2 hands up, he's already touching the damn rim, stand down on pump fakes. Not only does he do a great job of blocking the shot, but also, yeah, he did, but keeping it in play. Victor Wembanyama has been doing this thing. Richard cannot finish.
No, I mean, when you're watching him play like that, it's just, you gotta smile because it's just insane. And given all those clips we just saw, it's really no surprise that Wemby landed at the top of the ESPN 25 under 25. You can see Ant.
I would have had Caitlin Clark as number 2.
Paolo Banchero.
I would have had Caitlin Clark as number 2.
You're good with Victor as number 1?
Yeah.
You're good with Victor as number 1?
I'm good with Victor at 1, but I would have had Caitlin Clark as 2.
I mean, he's already at a 5x5, a 30-point triple-double, and a 50-point.
Yeah, no, I'm fine with number 1.
I'm not mad at that.
Number 2,
I'm not mad at that. Well, speaking of Wemby and the Spurs, if they lose the NBA Cup Group B in the West, it's just going to descend into madness. But that's where I thrive. So let's go coast to coast, NBA Cup edition. It's brought to you by Wonderful Pistachios. The Suns, if they get a big win over the Spurs, don't you love point differential? They could clinch Group B. Kevin Durant has been working back into form after missing 7 straight games with a calf strain. Richard, how dangerous is a healthy Kevin Durant in the West?
Well, no, he's the best player, in my opinion, on potentially the best team. When I look at Kevin Durant, when he's playing at his peak, you could say only Jokic, in my opinion, could outplay Kevin Durant in that space. I think he could outplay everyone.
Well, the Thunder, they need to win by more points than the Spurs lose by to take Group B. So if the Spurs were to lose by 2, the Thunder need to win by 3. Got it? All right. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has averaged 32 points a game in the NBA Cup. So, Perk, what kind of a show do you need to see from him against the Jazz?
The show that he's going to put on. He's the most unguardable perimeter player in the game. Not just in the West, but in the game of basketball. And he has elevated his game since Chet Holmgren has been out. And by the way, shout out to Isaiah Hartenstein getting all those monster double-doubles. They're going to win in great fashion.
Well, the Mavericks, they have a serious shot at the wild card spot in the West with a big win against the Grizzlies tonight again because of point differential. So Luka Doncic made his return to the Mavs last game. They've won 4 straight overall. Are they returning to be serious threats in the West, Rich?
Are you talking about the Memphis Grizzlies or are you talking about the Dallas Mavericks?
Talking about the Dallas Mavericks.
Because yes, they are. This is the best team that Luka has ever had. We just have to see the best Luka we've ever seen.